well, and, what was it called again?
Well, I don't know the name of the chemical, but the sequestering agent.
Sequestering agent, that was
Yeah, is what it is. And they've actually found a couple that were, to one degree or another, successful in removing the manganese. So I think they're going to move forward with the selection of that particular chemical, and then also move forward with finalizing the design of the treatment plant out there at the well. So that's all in line.
Yeah, that's very good. That's for the Crystal Run. Well, sorry if I didn't say
I
that.
think that the testing is going to stop Wednesday. The last chemical will be stopped on Wednesday afternoon. So there won't be anything going on over the Thanksgiving holiday.
Oh, okay. Okay. So we have citizens' comment. Yes, sir.
Reference to the police contract, perhaps Trustee Char could give us a few examples of what transpired as far as the changes?
Few examples of the overall changes in the contract?
Yeah.
Much greater flexibility in the use of part-time officers, which had never been present in the previous contract. Much more flexibility in the ability of how we're going to schedule officers, and created the position of relief officer. It's going to be 2 gentlemen on a fixed shift, and that will give us greater flexibility to cover some long-term absences as well. Just a lot of extra ability and flexibility in the scheduling.
What were the percentages of increases that they received?
It averages out to 4, less on the front and a hair more on the back, but it averages out to 4. Right?
4% a year, roughly?
Roughly 4.
How about overtime, as far as how that's dispersed?
What do you mean?
Well, I think in the past, the officers with the greatest amount of time had the first choice at it. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And is that still the case?
That is still the case, but there's also many ways that we can use part-timers to cover overtime as well.
There was, that's accurate, a number of years ago, it always went to the senior officer. We changed that a couple of years ago. Seniority rotates through the shift, so it...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's been changed.
When you say seniority rotates through the shift, but I mean, does it go from the top man with seniority to the bottom man as far as opportunity to have overtime?
Yes, they're offered an opportunity, then it drops down to the next, and
They're
the
offered.
next, and the next, and the next.
So if it's offered and the man with the greatest seniority wants it, then he gets it.
Not every time though, Rennie.
Not every time?
No. What happens is,
It's called rotating
say we have,
seniority.
just for an easy example, 4 officers, okay,
Right,
just to make it
okay.
easier. A, B, C, and D in that order of seniority. There's an overtime opportunity on day 1, okay? And A takes it. Next day, there's another overtime opportunity, it goes to B. It goes down the line. It doesn't go right back to A again.
Okay.
So that's what, see, it cycles that way.
All right. That's good. As far as the part-time code enforcement officer, how is that position going to bring revenue in to cover the individual's salary?
With different fines and stuff. Dave, could you give me a hand on this?
Sure. The idea is that that code enforcement officer can bring people into court, and if people are found guilty of the violation, the court will assess fines, and those fines will go into the village coffers.
Rennie, I could tell you with that too, when it did exist in the past, the village made money on it. Not a lot, but it more than covered that person's salary in the
It did.
past when it existed.
Well, is that something that the board's going to be watching to be sure that the revenue is coming in to justifying the maintenance of that position?
Oh, I would think
Yes,
that
we will.
undoubtedly, yeah.
Yeah. It's basically, you heard, I know during the election, people were complaining, there's a lot of complaints about different violations up at CVS. Well, if we have Ted up there all the time, you can't get your deck approved. So, this way we can send somebody up there, on more occasions to try and straighten that place out. That place is just, you've been up there.
Well, when we had the previous part-time code enforcement, did that individual cite where's the CVS shopping area?
I'd have to check, but I assume he did, but I can't say that I have something in front of me to say yes, he did,
Yeah.
but I will check that and find out, but I assume he did. I don't know, that's, when I spoke to Ted, he had mentioned that. Ted is our building inspector currently.
Well, I mean, there isn't that much building going on. I mean, as far as there is the new home construction is pretty much at a standstill. The building inspector is still that busy?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizens' comments? No? Get a motion?
Motion to adjourn?
Second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Everybody have a nice Thanksgiving.